Greetings, gang. Happy Friday. I hope you guys are doing well. Hope you've been taking good care of yourselves. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to my moderators. Hey, AV. Hey, Tanaya. Hey, Miss Love Life. Hey, D'Angela. Hey, Ben. Hey, Kate. Good to see you guys here. Okay, so we're going to do quick energy check-in, see what's going on in the energy or just what's going on, period. All right. Okay, so let's get started.
With Fairlife Ultra Filtered Milk, you'll want to savor every moment. With 50.
All right. Okay, let's see. Hey, Princeton P. All right. Let me turn off this heater. It's getting way too hot in here now. All right. I ain't gonna be too much in the chat today. I noticed that throws me off. So I'm not ignoring nobody. I just want to be more focused on the message than personal stuff for other people. But I will check in the chat every now and then. All right. Okay, overall energy is the 9 of Cups in the upright position with the High Priestess. Okay, I like it. I like it. So right now, gang, you could find yourself entering this period of your life for wish fulfillment. Some of the things that you wanted to come to fruition are actually materializing, okay? But at the bottom of the deck here is the Temperance in reverse. Some of you need to be patient, okay? Because here's the thing. When you have years and years worth of toxicity, negativity, baneful magic, all of these things piled up on you, things will start to get better as you start to break this stuff down, but you do have to be patient. Temperance in reverse is like you can feel things are coming in with the 9 of Cups, but there's still an energy of impatience within some of you, and you're going to have to learn how to temper yourself. Because let's just use a metaphor. Like, say you call a plumber out. You like, oh my God, my pipes are backed up. I can't, nothing's flushing, or, the garbage disposal isn't working. If it's been that way for a long time, when the plumber gets there, they may have to take more time. Maybe you was hoping they would just get it fixed in one day, right? But with the Temperance in reverse, that's not what's happening. It takes a little bit of time. So if you are starting to see results, you're going to have to enjoy that, maximize on that, and practice patience, because now the plumber may have to go get a snake, may have to go get other tools, may have to replace certain pipes. You see what I'm saying? So it's like It's not that things aren't going to get better, because they are going to get better for you. But there has to be an energy of patience. Years worth of damage sometimes cannot be corrected overnight. And so your higher self knows this, but the physical is possibly what's making some of you impatient with the temperance in reverse. There will be some good news coming in. Page of Pentacles in the upright position. Make sure you're checking your emails, your spam. Make sure, because you could be getting good news coming in, and you could be distracted with the temperance in reverse and not see something with the Page of Swords in reverse. So make sure that you are checking things, okay? Some of you guys are going to have good news about finances coming in, but this is a time for you to be focused. Page of Swords in reverse. Don't allow premature thoughts, anxious thoughts to distract you right now, okay? Let's clarify this Page of Swords in reverse, temperance in reverse. Well, first let's do the temperance in reverse first. Hey, self-love sanctuary being, you missed it on Wednesday, babe. I used your deck that you got me. It was so beautiful. The gang loved it. All right, let's see here. I clarify the temperance in reverse and get the high priestess in reverse. Okay. Oh, dang, I hope you feel better. I love the deck. It is so pretty. It's golden. Okay, so two things here. Temperance in reverse, high priestess in reverse. Like we were saying earlier here, with the high priestess, 9 of cups, your overall energy. Like your higher self knows that things are going to get better. Your higher self knows that things are changing for the better. But when you are spiritually imbalanced, it can throw off your intuition. And then that can create unnecessary worry and doubt and fear within you. This is a time for you to be really grounded. Some of you guys too, you need to like really take heed to, now this is not for everybody because not everybody gets personal readings. But if you're going to a high priestess, you're getting information, you're getting readings, you're getting divination done. If spirit gives you any recommendations, you need to listen to that, because spirit is telling you these things for your highest good. Now, some of you guys may have a unevolved priestess in your energy, or just they don't even have to be a priestess. I don't like throwing that word around too loosely anymore. They could be somebody who is working against you to make you feel imbalanced, okay? To deter you from your intuition, all right? So if you're gonna take advice from somebody, make sure that they're on their spiritual journey and they're doing what they have to do as well. Don't go to somebody who is always in fear and panic and worry. Like, those are not the people you want to be taking advice from, okay? Because there could be somebody here who considers themselves tapped in and this and this and that, but they operate off of fear. They operate off of fear and worry. They're not even in a calm space. They're not balanced. And when you're working magic and when you're trying to do divination and all those things, if you are in a space of worry and fear and panic, the messages are not going to be clear. The downloads are not going to be clear. what you need to do to get yourself back in balance is not going to be clear. Okay, so be mindful of who you taking spiritual advice from at this time. Make sure that they are balanced. Make, like, if the plumber comes to your house to fix your pipes, and you call and they're professional and they come in and they're like, oh my God, I don't know what we're gonna do. I don't, like, you're gonna be like, okay, maybe you should not be fixing my pipes. Maybe you should not be fixing my plumbing. You're gonna be less inclined to allow this person to work on anything in your home, because why? You fear they're gonna mess it up worse than it already is. So be mindful of who you're taking spiritual advice from. A lot of when the high priestess is in reverse, this is someone who speaks from a space of jadedness. They speak from a space of anger, worry, and fear. And you don't want to take advice from anybody like that, because with the Temperance in reverse major arcana, they're not balanced. They don't even have a calm spirit. They don't even know where the information that they're getting is coming from. Okay. All right, let's see. Hey, HP3. Hey, MS. You on your way home? Drive safe, sis. Okay. Now let's see here. What is this? Yeah, bottom of the deck here. Eight of Wands in reverse. So this is mixed messages. This is confusion. This is, whoever this low priestess is, they don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're talking about. If they think they're getting messages from the divine, they are not. Okay? They are not. They're operating from, oh, this happened to me in the past. I know this is what's going to happen now. And so then your situation may not even be as dire as theirs was. But if you're taking advice from somebody like this, they're going to make your situation as worse as theirs. And it doesn't even really have to be that way. All right? So be mindful, because whoever this is, they're not as tapped in as they think they are. They're operating on fear and anger alone. All right. All right, let's clarify this. Let's clarify this Page of Swords in reverse here. Hold on, let me light my joint, because I already can tell this is gonna be a long night. All right. What is this Page of Swords in reverse, please, Spirit? Ooh. Eight of Pentacles. Ooh, excuse me. Man. Thank you, HP. All right, so see, what you don't see is that things are working out. With the Eight of Pentacles in the upright here, things are working out. But sometimes the Page of Swords doesn't have all the information, okay? They can't see everything. They don't have knowledge on something. All right, so you can't see the workings of something, but it's being built. We're in the after tarot here. Something is being built up. Things are manifesting. Things are working. Maybe you can't see it, or maybe you don't, know how. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know how they go in there and flush everything and fix everything, and now it's working fine. You just know it's working. So, there's a lack of knowledge here. And it's not like, oh, you stupid or nothing. It's just like there's some things that we don't know. But there's also energy here of like you building up to learn. What is this? See, the Two of Cups in the upright position. A plan is coming together. Eight of Pentacles with the Two of Cups in the upright. A plan is coming together. This is just a time for you to get spiritually in balance, okay? Do some grounding. What the Eight of Pentacles talks about is doing the work. You have to do the work, okay? If you want to see results, you have to do the work. All right? Something's going to work out. Now, for some of you guys, there's a very important bond in your life that you want to work out. I feel like it will, but it's going to take some effort. It's going to take some work. There needs to be some forgiveness between two people. There could be two people who, with the Page of Swords in reverse here, there could be two people who have some type of misunderstanding with each other. All right? And one thing that I've learned dealing with different people from different walks of life, even the person who could actually be wrong doesn't think they're wrong. So it's like, that's why two people are always like at odds, because there could be two people who are like, I'm not wrong, and the other person like, I'm not wrong either. And, I don't know your life, but somebody wrong with the Page of Swords in reverse. Somebody don't know what they talking about, or they don't know what they doing. But it's odd to me, because even the person who is dead wrong still thinks they're right. Like, it could be physical proof, evidence, all the things, and somebody would still think they was in the right. So I don't know with the Page of Swords. I don't know, for some of you, it could be worked out. But for some of you, it may not be worked out, because somebody just doesn't want to admit to fault here, because they don't feel like they're wrong. People will always find ways to justify their wrongdoings, even if it's towards you. So that's why you could be at odds with someone that maybe you used to be very close with. But in terms of yourself, building yourself back up, I feel like it's going to work. But, somebody may want something to work out with somebody who is just not mentally mature enough to see their faults, Okay, let's see. What do we have here? King of Swords in the upright. Bottom of the deck, Eight of Pentacles again. Hey, what we got? So you got the Eight of Pentacles twice. I feel like somebody is very honest, and that's what's keeping them going. I feel like somebody has done a lot of work on themselves. So, the King of Swords in the upright, this is somebody who just speaks the truth. They've gathered a lot of truth due to the work they've done on themselves. Bottom of the deck here is the Three of Swords in reverse. So when this person speaks, they're coming from, as much of a healed space as possible, because they've done the work to like unbreak their own heart. They've done the work to like hold themselves accountable. So when they speak, there's no malicious intent with the Seven of Swords in reverse. I think this energy came up earlier this week too about somebody speaking a truth or somebody speaking from a good space. You might want to listen to this person. If they telling you something happened to them, I feel like they telling the truth. Or maybe people need to listen to you. If you're telling something that happened to you or something that you know or you've been through, I feel like it's coming from a genuine space and maybe people need to listen to you too. All right, let's see here. You have the Ten of Pentacles in the upright position here. King of Cups in reverse with the Seven of Wands. Somebody could have given up on love and like just focused on money right now. But I feel like deep down in somebody's heart, they do want to be loved. But whoever this person is, it's like they come across way too defensive. This King of Cups in reverse, this is an emotional roller coaster. Somebody that's like always so up and down. Now, this person may got a lot of money with the Ten of Pentacles behind them, but their heart is closed off with the Seven of Wands. Maybe somebody puts money before love as well. Somebody just don't want to get their heart broken again, but it's like money can only do so much. Money can't buy you love, but like, I don't know. I see somebody like wanting to be loved, but always like pushing people away when they try to get close to them. Bottom of the deck is the Fool. Because somebody doesn't want to look like a fool. Somebody feels like vulnerability is a weakness. But deep down, this person do want to be loved. They do. You know, they say only fools rush in and all that stuff. I feel like somebody needs to learn how to like have healthier boundaries when it comes to love. Like, don't try to buy people. Don't try to buy people's affection. Or somebody has a tendency when they care about somebody to just throw money at them. And then when they don't get some type of emotional response, they go into Seven of Wands mode. Now they're like extremely defensive and closed off. Everybody wants love. Even evil people want somebody to love on them. Let's see. What is this? What is this King of Cups in reverse doing? Court card energy. Five of Swords in reverse after tarot. So whoever this King of Cups is in reverse, it's like they tired of it. They're tired of, like, somebody is tired of their own shit, but they're set in their ways. So this is like being tired of your own shit, but being so set in your ways, you're not going to be no other way. Bottom of the deck is the Queen of Cups in reverse. It took for somebody to meet somebody of the opposite sex just like them for them to finally get it. These are two emotionally closed off people who are always on some emotional roller coaster. It took for them to date somebody like them or be friends with somebody like them or just get close to somebody like them for them to see Five of Swords in reverse that being in this type of conflict all the time, it doesn't bring anything. What is this? Yeah, I'm telling you the truth. Moon in reverse. This is subconsciously what the battle within somebody. It's like being loved or push people away. Somebody has like extremely unreasonable expectations when it comes to love or getting to know someone. Doesn't have to just be romantic. But somebody like, I don't know. It's like they think that they're covering up that they want to be loved and that's the conflict, but it's not. I feel like too with the Five of Swords in reverse, somebody has told them this too. Like I can hear a masculine voice saying like, I'm not gonna fight you to love you or something like that. Somebody comes across very guarded, but what they really truly desire with the moon, the subconscious mind here, what they truly desire is like somebody to fight them to break down their walls. Like this is somebody that feels like if I walk away, I want you to grab my arm and pull me back. If I hang up on you, if I hang up in your face, conflict, Five of Swords, I want you to call back and ask me why. Or I want you to blow up my phone. Like somebody has a very unhealthy love language. With the King and the Queen of Cups in reverse, somebody has a very unhealthy love language. Let me see. I just heard it don't take all of that. It don't take all of that. So like for if somebody's trying to show you that they love you and it's peaceful, like accept that. I think that some people, I don't know, some people just get a rise out of that chaotic love language. You have the Three of Wands in reverse. Whoever this is the way they were conditioned with the Six of Cups in reverse. They're going to be waiting a long time for somebody to come into their life. With the Three of Wands in reverse, Six of Cups, they're going to be waiting a long time. And the Six of Cups in reverse is just going to keep confirming that they are right to fight and have that conflict. This is something that's like with the moon in reverse, this is something somebody has to do some self-reflecting and healing on. This is not something a love spell gonna fix. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, make everybody love me. If there's still some deep-rooted healing that has to go on within you, you're still gonna be waiting a long time for that type of love to manifest. And if you're afraid of being hurt, then I don't know what to tell you, but you know, these are two different people. These are two people here who have been conditioned to love that way. Or this is just out of habit. A habit of fear, a habit of being afraid of being vulnerable, not being one to be seen as the fool or whatever it is, but I don't know, that's going to be like a lonely existence. And I can already hear somebody being like, well, that's just the way I am. So I guess I'm just going to be alone forever. You better watch what you be saying to yourself. You better watch the words you speak over your life. Words are spells. You know what I'm saying? Better watch that. Always being like, this just the way I am. That's like sealing your fate. That's like telling spirit, telling the universe, I want the same circumstances over and over because I'm not willing to bend or change. I'm not willing to see the other side of things. But you get to do what you want. This is your life. I'm just reading the cards. You get to speak whatever you want to speak into your life. But as for me, I will not be speaking death into my life, shortcomings into my life. Fuck that. You better be careful what you say about yourself, what you speak over your life, because it will manifest. Okay, let's see here. I feel like the full moon is on the 12th of February, I believe. So that's a really good time for not only to just do stuff to banish your enemies and all of that. That's a good time to do some shadow work. With this moon in reverse here, that's a good time to look at yourself and see where you could be blocking yourself from love, where you could be blocking yourself from experiencing true, genuine emotion. And not only you experience it, thank you, AB, thanks, babe. Not only you experiencing it, but you being able to offer that to others too. Because when the King of Cups and Queen of Cups are in reverse, that's a very hard person to love. They want all the nurturing, the care, the understanding, the compassion, but they have a hard time reciprocating that because they can be very emotionally selfish. And it's all about their feelings and their needs. So they have blinders on with the Page of Swords in reverse here when it comes time to show appreciation for that love you receive, when it comes time to give it back or even acknowledge it. All right. Thank you, Melissa. You guys got the Magician in the upright position. And we just was talking about spiritual work and magic and the full moon and stuff. You know, this Magician has come out in the upright for you guys all week, talking about things going as planned, your work getting done. That's why at the top of your reading with the Nine of Cups and the High Priestess, you know, this is confirmation. All right. Maybe some of you need to get to your altar, get some work done, you know. We are in a high time of spiritual warfare, gang, and we are battling spiritual warfare simultaneously with mental warfare. Our minds are being played on, and we have all these lower level entities that have been unleashed onto the earth that have jumped onto people. They're using people as vessels. So, you know, this is a time to stay spiritually protected, cleansed. You know, don't be afraid. All right. Spirit, God has put all these things on earth for us to use to cleanse and protect ourselves. Hey, Miss Goddess One. And it's time to utilize those things. One of the things about the Magician in the upright position is like you possess all the tools that you need to get things done, or you have access to these things. But faith without work is dead, and vice versa. You're going to have to believe. You're going to have to set your intention. All right? Don't let your heart fuck up what you got to do. What is this Magician? Bottom of the deck, Major Arcana, the Hermit in the upright position. Maybe you need to link with somebody who is a wise magician, or, you know, somebody is very studied too. With the Hermit, I'm getting like wizard vibes with these two cards together. Like somebody knows their shit or something like that. Somebody spends a lot of time in solitude with the hermit, and when they're in solitude, they could be like working on their craft. What is this, please, Spirit? I also want you guys to know with the Ten of Wands here, some of you guys are not fighting actual people, okay? Some of you guys are fighting your own demons. That's why it's very important before you start like working on somebody because you mad at them and you think they doing something to you. With that High Priestess card, you better make sure you divine on that shit first. Because with the High Priestess in reverse, I'm telling you, I posted this in the community section. These trickster spirits are here to trick you up out your spot. And one of the tactics that they use is they put you in this place of paranoia, fear, anger, and you'll be thinking that somebody is attacking you and it's not. It's a spirit on you. This Ten of Wands is representing to me the generational curses that a lot of people have on them. And these generational curses come along with spirits, okay? These are spirits that's on you. The spirit of this, the spirit of that. So you want to be mindful. A lot of us are fighting generational curses. We don't have time to bother with anybody else. But then there's a lot of people who are not tapped in and they don't realize we fight against principalities. And that's this Ten of Wands. If you notice, the Hermit has his back to the Ten of Wands. It's not that the Hermit is ignoring the burden, ignoring the generational curse, ignoring the problem. That's not what the Hermit is doing. The Hermit is facing the Magician. So this is somebody who is like, okay, I know this is a generational curse. I know this is spiritual warfare. I'm not going to focus so much on the problem. I'm going to be focused more solely on the solution. You have to look at the surrounding energy. The Hermit has his back to the Ten of Wands, but don't get it twisted. He has his loyal familiar here. He got his lantern, his snake. Like he's prepared in the spiritual to protect himself, but that doesn't mean he has to be in this place where he only focuses on the burden, the problem. You take notice of the problem, then you take notice of what you need to do to solve the problem. And that's what the Hermit is doing as the Magician right now. This is learning how to solve the problem. Don't come in here being loud either, or I'm going to put you out. All right. So let's see. See? Magician comes out in reverse. The problem, Ten of Wands, is facing the Magician in reverse. So what does that mean? If you're focusing so much on the problem, if you focusing so much on the problem, you miss out on what you can do to solve it. You allow the resources to go to waste. You allow the altar to run dry. You stop working on the solution and you give up your power to the problem. Never give up your problem to the your power to the problem, because then you will be stuck. And Ten of Wands is a very heavy energy. Now, in other spaces, one of the ways, if you feel like you under spiritual attack, one of the things you need to do is pay attention to your body. The Ten of Wands can talk about, I see somebody like having a lot of like back and neck pain and stuff like that. You're going to have to be extremely proactive with your spiritual baths and cleansings of the home. You're going to have to fight, because the magician in reverse is a very toxic person, just like the high priestess in reverse. This is someone who uses their tools and their magic to harm, to burden someone. So somebody could definitely be being burdened by this magician in reverse. Look, I just let you in here. You at the door. Hold on. Why are you at the door again? Come on. Come on here. Whatever. Lord, they gonna drive me crazy. Go to your mother. Anyway. He always talking shit. Let's see. What is this magician in reverse doing, please? Oh boy. The magician in reverse is clarified by the 8 of Wands. So they can either be speaking ill, chanting, or definitely shooting some type of arrows towards you. Now, this is not going to be for everybody. Okay, because not everybody is under spiritual attack. But if they are and it comes up in the energy, I'm going to read it. And this looks to me like somebody is physically under spiritual attack. And it's taking place in the body. Like I've been telling you for years, things start in the spirit and then they manifest in the physical. These arrows are things that had been started in the spiritual and they're manifesting in the physical. So you could be feeling with the 10 of Wands, maybe you feel exhausted all the time. Maybe, you know, but some of y'all may need some iron supplements. But, you know, there's something going on there for somebody. And with the 10 of Wands, this could have been for a long time. This could have been for a long time that somebody had been going through this. Bottom of the deck is the Fool and the Upright, but that's okay because somebody is about to be free from this. You just started taking iron. Bingo. Spirit said somebody needed some iron. You might just need some iron. When you ain't got enough iron, you be exhausted. Body be tired. Head be hurting. You know what I'm saying? You can't get no sleep. Iron, especially if you know you don't eat like a lot of leafy greens and stuff like that, and you ain't taking like no multivitamins or nothing. Sometimes you be either iron or magnesium be low or some shit. That's why you got to get a checkup, you know, for your vitals and stuff. But yeah, back to what we were saying. Somebody is feeling the physical effects of some negative energy that's been sent to them. Can you show me this, please, Spirit? Somebody you walked away from, 8 of Cups. You know, that really, it always be them, gang. It always be the people that you walked away from. You had no choice but to walk away from. They always be the ones to want to send negative energy to you. That's what I'm saying. That King of Cups, Queen of Cups in reverse, these are unhealthy love languages. It's like, you walk away from me, I'm going to, you know, send negativity to you. It always be the ones that you had to walk away from. You had no choice. They be the main ones, or people you just chose not to fool with regardless. They be the main ones to send some shit towards you. Like I'll teach you to, you know, walk away from me type vibes. What is this? The Ten of Swords. Same shit as usual. Somebody just feels betrayed because you walked away from them. But Spirit is saying the reason you walked away from them is because they betrayed you. That's why I was saying earlier, it's like even the person who wrong, don't think that they're wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's like people feel like with this energy, people feel like they're supposed to be able to mistreat you, talk to you crazy, betray you, backstab you, and you supposed to just stick around and deal with it. No. But that's the audacity that people have these days. What is this? Bottom of the deck, Hierophant in the upright. What's up, HPs? Yeah. This is ordained. It was ordained for you to walk away from whoever this was. Spirit was like, no, it's time to go. All right, what is this? I just think somebody doesn't want you to be single. Nine of Pentacles. Somebody don't want you to be like, not even so much single. Like, they don't want to be with you, but they don't want you to be with no one else. But they don't want you to be available for even the possibility of it. Somebody's afraid with the Hierophant and the Nine of Pentacles that you might get married, remarried again. So this could be like somebody's ex-husband or something. It don't even have to be an ex-husband. Just somebody you was in some type of committed situation with. You know, they don't like that you like can take care of yourself. You got it going on, you know. It's like that's somebody's biggest fear is that you just be out here looking good, doing your thing, taking care of yourself, making your money. Nine of Pentacles. I feel like whoever this person is, even like when y'all was married or y'all was in a relationship, they was like threatened, you know, kind of threatened by your how do you say, like, you still having the ability to do what you want, you know. I don't know why I just heard somebody say, even when I was married, I was single. Or even when I was with you, I was still a single parent. So this could be like somebody, bottom of the deck is the Emperor, the father. So it's like somebody could even feel like that. Like, or somebody just feels like, what's the point of being with somebody if you still gonna feel alone or single? You still doing for yourself. You still doing everything on your own. What's the point? Somebody got something going on there. Let's see here. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. King of Pentacles in the upright. You know, whoever you used to be connected to, they was just dead weight anyway. Some of you guys could be upset with yourself because maybe you feel like you gave your best years, Knight of Pentacles, in reverse to the wrong people. Hey, peace and positivity. You could feel like, you know, you gave your best years to the wrong person. And you could be feeling like, or even if it's not the wrong person, it could be the wrong job, the wrong whatever. You could feel with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, like that whole situation that you just came from, it took your energy, it took your best years. And even though with this King of Pentacles, you're going to be in a better space, maybe you feel like you wish you could have experienced it as the Knight. You know, that's like the youthful age of like, you're not a page anymore. You're in your 20s. You doing your thing. Maybe somebody wasted a lot of their early years in a certain career, a certain relationship, space, environment, whatever. And, you know, you get to this King of Pentacles energy and you could be thinking like, damn, I wish I would have did this years ago. I wish I would have did this a long time ago. Like somewhere, somehow, the plan got fucked up with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. And now you're more mature and you could be thinking like you wish you would have made better decisions at an early age, because you're good now, but you would be way more well off now than you were if you wouldn't have let the plan get messed up at some point. Maybe this full moon, you should journal about that. You should, you know, do a burning. Write it and burn it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever regrets about how the plan, you know, kind of got fucked up somewhere, maybe that has to be part of your shadow work this week coming up. I mean, not this week, this full moon coming up. But it's not to say, you know, that you're not in a good space now, because you go from the Knight of Pentacles in reverse to the King in the upright. So you've gotten better. But I feel like moments like that is just self-reflection. It's just being aware. You know, it's nothing wrong with that. And sometimes too, that could be motivation to like never fall off again. You know what I mean? So it's just a little bit of a process there. All right, let's see. Yeah, you got the Queen of Swords in the upright position. Yep. So you have learned a lot. You lost a lot too. I feel like you lost a lot of people that you once loved. You lost a lot of people that, you know, you were vulnerable with, that you thought was going to be around for a long time. You know, some of you guys have like lost loved ones, you know, like physically from this realm. The Queen of Swords has been through a lot, and in the upright position, this has made them like this has made you just have like so many boundaries up, but it's like you're wise, you know what I'm saying? But you still have like that protection up. I feel like many people not gonna understand that about you. And with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, they're not gonna stick around long enough to get to know you. They're not gonna stick around long enough to get to know why you have these boundaries up, why you have the, hey Elizabeth, why you have this guard up. And I feel like that's very unfortunate for them. You have the will, not the wheel of fortune, but the world in the upright position. I feel like people are gonna, you don't take lightly here in this energy to people trying to like rush you to be vulnerable and intimate with them. Because in the past, when you did, you could have, with the King of Cups in reverse, the Queen of Cups in reverse, you could have allowed yourself to have been like love bomb in the past. And that means when people love bomb you, what they're trying to do is they're trying to like hurry up and get your vulnerability. They trying to hurry up and like get into your most secret, sacred spaces. Hurry up and get into your emotion. That's a red flag. The Queen of Swords knows that now, though. Like somebody rushing in. I'm telling you, and I don't know if you experienced this, but some people be rushing in. They be like overzealous, over complimenting you, like trying to like force you to hurry up and like tell them this, show them that, reveal this to me. That shit be weird because as quick as they do that to you, it be weird how as quick as they'll like try to like dethrone you or some weird shit. You got to be careful of people who try to like rush you into like being vulnerable with them or telling them all your secrets or letting them be at your house and all that stuff. Hey, Drea. Because, you know, those people are very short-lived. They'll be very short-lived in your life. Because what they do is, with the love bombing, they put you on such a pedestal that it's like, it takes away your human experience. And the Queen of Swords has experienced things. And so when you have to set a boundary with those types of people, the reason they discard you so fast is because they take offense to that, and they try to be like, oh well, the reason they try to dethrone you off the pedestal you never asked to be on is just like, oh, you only, now that means you're just a bad person. But it's only because of the boundary or like the truth. As if, you ever notice how people, like when you finally snap and speak up for yourself or pop off or set a boundary, people be like, oh, you showed your true colors. As if you can't be peaceful and not take no shit at the same time. It's like, no, you can be that kind person, but no, you can pop off too if need be. Both are your true colors. Both are your true colors. You're supposed to just be walking around defenseless and gullible 24/7 so people could talk crazy to you, overstep your boundaries and do a little stupid shit. Like, I can't stand when people always be like, oh, normally you always nice. Well, normally a motherfucker ain't pissing on me and telling me it's raining. You know, those will be the people who feel like they couldn't get something from you or get a part of you or talk crazy to you like they talk to everybody else. They always try to paint you standing up for yourself as your true colors. Now, I'm not talking about you doing no snake shit. I'm talking about you just being the Queen of Swords. Having gone through different cycles with the world. The world card is ruled by Saturn. That's discipline. So people who are not self-disciplined, they don't get how you just not, you know what I'm saying, wearing your heart on your sleeve, all open to everybody, energy, being in your energy. You don't want to be enmeshed. People who don't know how to be alone, or people who always need constant stimulation, they don't understand that energy. They gonna say you acting funny. They gonna say you think you better than them, but no, you're just the Queen of Swords. You learn your lessons already. All right, let's see here. What is this, please? Yeah, the Three of Cups. That's why I said earlier, the people who don't stick around to get to know you, it's going to be their loss. You need to be around people who have boundaries too. I love being around people who got boundaries. I know that they'll be more inclined to respect mine. And then that gives you a blueprint on how to deal with somebody, especially if you cherish the connection with them. Oh, they don't like that. Let me not bring this fuckery around them. Or let me just, you know, whatever the boundary is. You need to be around people who got boundaries too, because then it's not a problem. But what they don't know is that aside from the boundary that you have up and the lessons that you've learned in life and how you've applied those lessons to your life, there's a fun loving happy ass person with the 3 of Cups in the world. That's the world talks about celebration and commemorating new memories and closing out old cycles and starting new ones. The 3 of Cups with that, that's like being around you. Yeah, you got boundaries, but you know how to have a good time with the 3 of Cups. But people won't know that because since they can't blow torch you into a relationship or force you into a space, they won't be able to get to know the real you. And it's going to be very unfortunate for them. Let's see here. Yeah, the 2 of Wands. It's going to be very unfortunate because with the 3 of Cups and the 2 of Wands, it's like you easy to get along with. You easy to get along with. You know what else I learned too? Never trust nobody that says, oh, when I first met you, I hated you because I thought you was stuck up. Like, I don't know. I can't speak for everybody. But those kind of situations, that start off real sketchy to me. Because it's like, damn, you hated me? And then you get to know me and now I'm cool. So, like, why you, like, those moments when people say that to you, you supposed to set a boundary, cut them off, something. Set up or something. Because that's weird. Those be the people that can't wait to fall out with you. Like, no matter, because the 3 of Cups, the world, the 2 of Wands, no matter how cool you are, people like that, they gonna find a way to have a problem with you. You could be the nicest, tiptoeiest motherfucker, politically correct motherfucker in the world, and they'll still find a reason to be angry with you, have a problem with you. You be cool as fuck, 3 of Cups. You a good time. You know what I'm saying? You solid with the world, 2 of Wands. And some people will still find some way to have a issue with you. All right, let's see. That's why for me, it's hard for me to like allow people back into my space once they've shown any type of disloyalty. Like I don't play when it comes to disloyalty. Like once I see that you could be disloyal, you don't even have to be being disloyal to me. Like if you talk shit about somebody and then introduce me to them and y'all kick in and note it, you know that little gip, note it. I don't trust none of that. Cause that means as soon as I walk out, you're gonna be doing that shit to me. I don't trust people. I can see you being mean to the person that's serving us at dinner, the person working at the gas station, the person working at the register. I can see you being mean to them, and I'll be like, note it. And I won't even fuck with you the same. It's just certain shit that's character to me. I don't care if you got a gang of money or you fine or pretty or whatever. It's about character. Like, and integrity. Like, I don't like that. I don't like that shit. And you got hella boundaries up with the Queen of Swords, but you still cool with the 3 of Cups. All right, let's see here. All right, you got the 4 of Wands in reverse with the 5 of Wands in the upright position. You know, there could be some contention in the home, okay? I feel like somebody like, man, I can't wait to get up out of here with the 4 of Wands in reverse. Because it's some type of drama around somebody's foundation. Somebody could have applied for a home, but they was outbid or something like that. Spirit, can you show me this, please? And guys, it's a fake page of me out there. That is not me, okay? I will never DM you for no damn reading. I will never email you soliciting my services to you. And the only way you could book a personal reading with me is through my website or something, you know what I'm saying? So if anybody ever message you, that is not me. All right. Okay. You got the Three of Pentacles in the upright position. I feel like even if there's some type of confusion going on, you're still going to get something done. Like you're going to work your way out of a contentious situation or environment, okay? It's like maybe you thought something wasn't going to come together, and then you find out you beat out the competition in some kind of way with the Three of Pentacles. After tarot, something about you stands out. Something about your work ethic stands out. Because in the traditional Three of Pentacles, he's barely starting this sculpture. But in this Three of Pentacles, the sculpture is completed. So there's something that's going to be completed successfully for you. And this is what's going to make you beat out the competition. So maybe you didn't win the first round of something. Don't give up. Finish it. Finish the course. Finish it. Just finish it. I feel like you're going to be proud of yourself at the end of this. Even if it's a lot going on here. What is this, please? Yeah. The Sun. After tarot. Something does turn around in your favor. That's why I'm saying, like, do the work. Even if nobody is around you being like, good job. Because that could also be, too, with the Four of Wands in reverse and the Five of Wands in the upright. It's like you could be around people who want your position, want your spot in life, or wherever it is. You know what I'm saying? So you may not have people around you being like, good job, you could do this. I'm proud of you. I believe in you. Congratulations, whatever. You may not have that, but you're still going to get it done anyway. And with the Five of Wands, the only reason people are not congratulating you or cheering you on or whatever, or telling you good job, is because, see, the Five of Wands is an energy of competition. These could be people who, with the Four of Wands, you thought was solid. They're not, in reverse. And they could be in competition with you for whatever your goal is. So your competitor, 9 times out of 10, ain't going to really tell you, oh, good job, you're doing a good job. No, not with the Five of Wands. So you're going to have to do whatever you got to do, even if you don't have nobody cheering you on. It's because they in competition with you. But shit, it's going to get done anyway. I just feel like this is going to be the season with the World card here. You got a lot of major arcana tonight, but with the World card and the major arcana, the Sun, this is going to be a season where you prove a lot of people wrong. Like people who were in secret competition with you, Ten of Swords, people who thought it was funny to like kick you when you were down. You see, he on the ground with those swords in his back. And then the Five of Wands, it's like people thought it was cool to kick you when you were down or something. And this is not the season of you trying to prove them wrong. I just feel like this is the season of that, because with the Three of Pentacles, you just kept building. You just kept creating whatever it is that you do. You just kept doing it. And with the Eight of Pentacles twice, you just kept like building yourself back up. Every time you was knocked down, you built yourself back up. That counts for something with the World card representing the karmic energy. That counts for something. Some of you guys could have had a really difficult Saturn return as well. But the thing about Saturnian energy is that it's very harsh, it's very cold, it's very trying, but the gifts are very abundant, you know? Hey, you're the one he loves. Thanks, Hillary Taylor, for the super chat and the sticker. I appreciate you. Yeah. Saturn is harsh, but the gifts are very abundant. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's fucking hard, man. Somebody may have a Capricorn stellium. Okay, let's see here. Excuse me. Yeah, the Fool. Now you about to be released. I just heard from Purgatory. It's like you released back into the wild. I just heard sow your royal oats. Maybe somebody watching Coming to America, or somebody is coming to America. Or maybe somebody is going to be like breaking their abstinence or their celibacy. I don't know. That's your business. All right, let's keep it moving. MS, pipe down. Tighten up. That's your favorite movie? Remember when he was yelling out the window early in the morning? All right, let's see. AV. Oh, don't piss me off, AV. You got the Death card in the upright position. Things are changing, gang. Things are changing, big changes. You know, sometimes the Death card can be scary, you know, for some people. But for me, I just feel like with this being a major arcana, and you've had so much major arcana in your life, I meant to say in your reading, and I said in your life. Maybe some of you guys do feel like that. Maybe some of you guys do feel like you've had a lot of major arcana in your life. But major arcana is just the big life changes. But I feel like this is positive because it's coming after the major arcana of the world. And you know, the Death card is ruled by Pluto. So that's very heavy energy. Okay, so you got heavy hitter Pluto out here, heavy hitter Saturn out here. That's some heavy ass energy. That's a heavy ass transformation. But like I said, the reward is great with the world and the upright. Some of you guys have really cleared your karmic cache. Like, none of us are perfect. Maybe a lot of you guys have had like some self-reflection of things that maybe you have done to others that haven't been cool. And you feel, and you've allowed yourself to accept that, and that acceptance has helped you cleared up some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I'm saying it can't always be everybody else. Sometimes we gotta look at ourselves and be like, yo, I need to change this about me too. You know, and that's when we have that moment of clarity. That's when we start to release shit up off of us. And with the death card here, and then her being like wrapped in this protective, you know, wreath, there's been a huge shift in your life. Because sometimes it's unfortunate that we can kind of like hurt people unintentionally. You know? All right, let's see. I feel like a lot of you guys are like, man, I can't wait till winter is over. Wow. You guys, you did have a major shift in your life. You have the Queen of Pentacles in the upright position with the Hierophant in the upright position. This is the second time you've had the Hierophant tonight. You've had your come to spirit moment, come to God moment, whatever you want to call it. I feel like somebody has experienced a spiritual awakening, for lack of better terms. You know what I mean? I feel like somebody is just like really in this space where they want to invest in their spiritual journey. And I don't mean just financially. I mean like your time, your energy, your thoughts. Like, you're really just like all in. You know what I mean? Like, no half stepping. Somebody's like, you know what? Fuck this, man. I've been through too much. I've overcome too much with the death in the world. I'm all in. Like, something has really triggered somebody's faith and spirit. Like, you could have sent out some type of manifestation here with the Queen of Pentacles, and boom, with the Hierophant, it's like delivered. And then it's like, now what? Now do you believe me? Like, somebody asked for a sign and they got it. Somebody asking for something and they're going to get it. I just heard it was written. So this is something, it was written for you to have this. Something has occurred in somebody's life that has like reassured like their faith, you know? Because sometimes as humans, as spiritual beings having this human experience, it's like you could even cry to the heavens if you want to say that and be like, yo, why is this happening? What's going on? If you hear me, give me a sign. If things are gonna get better, give me a sign. And with the Queen of Pentacles and the Hierophant, you're gonna get your sign. Hold on, let me let his ass out. That's your sign. Come on. Yeah. That was your cry to the heavens. That was your sign that you are being heard and you are being set free. You know, you're going to get your sign. All right, let's see here. Ashe. See, after tarot, Five of Pentacles. In the after tarot, in the Five of Pentacles, this person is depicted as someone who's leaving behind the struggle, who's getting out of the rat race, who's leaving behind the victim mentality, who's leaving behind a scarcity mentality, mindset. You know, this is somebody who is like, you ask for a sign, you get the sign, and then boom, you out of there. And if the other people want to stay and suffer and be in a lack of faith, you have to leave them where they are. You don't have to suffer with people. When you pray, you can pray for whoever you want to. But if they don't want to be self-motivated, there's nothing you can do. But if you praying and manifesting and asking for a sign, and that sign come, it's time to get gone. And if people want to stay in this lack space of lack, you have to allow that. You have to let them stay there. But you ask for a sign, you ask for confirmation. This is your confirmation. It's time to get it popping. It's time to come up out of this space of lack. Or the mindset of lack. It be the mindset most of the time. All right, let's see. Yeah, Knight of Swords. You get your sign, Knight of Swords in the upright. Hit the ground running. Go. It's time to get moving. It's time to get moving. Let's clarify this Knight of Swords, though. Knight of Swords is clarified by the Nine of Wands in reverse. Don't get too ahead of yourself, though. Because, see, the thing about the Knight of Swords is like, yes, they move fast. But sometimes they're not moving in the right direction. All right? So you don't want to be moving too fast that you burn yourself out. You don't want to be moving too fast that you make yourself sick. You know, pace yourself. We did start off with that Temperance in reverse. Somebody needs to exercise like patience and tempering themselves. Now, I'm also hearing another thing. It's like somebody jumps to conclusions a lot. And when they jump to these conclusions, they defeat themselves. All right? This is like, oh, we about to go do a drive-by. Now, I don't know anybody else's culture, but in my culture, we call a drive-by like, say you think your significant other is playing you. Oh, we about to pop up. We about to do a drive-by, you know, like, and go to their house and see, like, stuff like that, impulsive things. Because when you get there, then what? It's trouble with the Knight of Swords, Nine of Wands in reverse. So this is not a time to be doing nothing impulsively. All right? Take your time. You know? Make sure you got direction. Don't just go all half-cocked. And if this is not showing up somewhere physically, this is showing up somewhere mentally. Like showing up to a conclusion mentally that's not even proven solid with the Nine of Wands in reverse. Somebody has a tendency to allow their mind to get the best of them, to let their thoughts get ahead of them. And then before they know it, they have exhausted their reserve in some kind of way. Now, there's two people in this card. So this could be somebody who tends to jump to conclusions about other people. And they act impulsively on those conclusions. And then these two people are supposed to be helping each other out the struggle. Or one helping the other, whatever. But when somebody moves like this, it cancels that other person out. You know, so be careful. Don't let your mind get ahead of you. Don't jump to conclusions about anything. Because the Knight of Swords can do that at times. And then they end up in the wrong destination. Physically or mentally. All right, let's see. This is like you could be on your way to pick somebody up, right? You already got the plan. You ready to go pick them up. You already in the car on your way halfway there. And this is the type of person that just because you not saying nothing or something, I don't know, they'll jump to conclusions and be like, text you and be like, I guess you ain't even picking me up then. You did it, and just start popping off, and you could be like, I'm already on my way. What are you talking about? Hey, looks my la. They could be like that. And then what you gonna do? Nine of Wands in reverse, you're gonna turn around and go back home. Why? Because there's no need to like show up. The Nine of Wands in the upright position is gonna show up. In reverse, this is nothing worth showing up to. If someone has already texted you, called you impulsively, I bet you ain't even coming to pick me up, you know, and talking trash, and you already on your way, you're going to turn back around and go the fuck home. Because now, with the Nine of Wands in reverse, we clarify that, we get the Five of Cups in reverse. You don't even want to be around that type of vibe, that type of negative energy. So, you know, it could go many ways. And I feel like a lot of people, when they in this energy, they can shoot themselves in the foot. Heck yeah, it looks like la. We're going to start calling you Looks, because y'all know I ain't good with long screen names now. But, yeah. And the Five of Cups in reverse is like no regrets. It's like no regrets. Somebody like, okay, I'm about to turn back around and go back home. I ain't even going over there. I ain't even calling them back. I ain't even showing up. And they don't even feel bad about it with the Five of Cups in reverse. All right. Okay, let's see. All right, we got the Ten of Pentacles after tarot here. What is this? Bottom of the deck. The Sun in the upright position. Okay, so I was supposed to be reading that, and then Spirit just said, when somebody deems you as competition, right? They're less likely to uplift you. They'll uplift someone surrounding you who may not even be as good as you, but it feels safer because they know they can't compete with that person. But they, with the Five of Wands, it's like they want to compete with you. So that's why, you know, they, with the Sun, they don't pretend to see your shine. With the Ten of Pentacles, they pretend not to see your worth. But baby, you about to be in a very abundant cycle in your life. I'm telling you. You're about to be in a very abundant cycle in your life. And I don't want you to dedicate this cycle to the people who didn't believe in you. Please don't do that. Don't shortchange spirit like that. Don't shortchange your ancestors like that. Your spirit team, God, whoever walks with you, don't shortchange them like that and dedicate your wins to the people who didn't believe in you. You dedicate your wins to your spirit team. Fuck these people who pretend like you got the sun twice. You shine so bright that it blinds people. So they have to look for the shade in you. And when they can't find the shade, they gonna bring it with them. That's why it's people you ain't never even did nothing. They find some shade with you. They wish they had this worth that you have. And sometimes you don't even got a lot of shit. It's just the way you carry yourself with the Sun and the Ten of Pentacles. You may not be a thousandaire or a millionaire, but you carry yourself like royalty. Like the Sun represents the sign of Leo. Leo is the symbol of royalty. So maybe you have Leo highly aspected in your chart, but it's like you just carry yourself in such a way that you may not even see it. Do the sun even see itself? You know what I'm saying? Does the sun even see its own shine? I don't know. But with the Ten of Pentacles, you could just be very grounded and down to earth. And that's why you don't even see how bright you shine, because you just down to earth like that. You just chill. But it's noticed. It's time for you to start walking in that shine, though. It's time. And I feel like, too, with the Ten of Pentacles and the Sun, some of you guys may not know it, but you have successfully broken a lot of generational curses. You may have successfully broken a lot of generational curses that nobody in your bloodline could have done or had the courage to do. And yeah, you ain't been perfect on the journey of it, but shit, you've done something. You've done something. You should be proud of yourself. Like, it's hard to break generational curses and cycles and patterns and shit. But you've overcome some of those with the Ten of Pentacles and the Sun. Give thanks, you know what I'm saying? Pat yourself on the back. That shit ain't been easy. Not with the Ten of Wands, the Ten of Swords, the Nine of Wands in reverse. That was a lot of heavy energy. The Death card, the World card. You had a lot of heavy shit on you. You've been successfully breaking that shit down, or you about to be. You changed a lot of shit about yourself. You've taken accountability. It's just gonna get stronger. Confirmation, the Strength card, Major Arcana, bottom of the deck. It's just gonna get stronger. 5 years, keep going, Victoria. You can do it. It's not easy, especially with all the distractions in the world, and we got to be out here. It's like while you trying to fight your own shit and clear your own stuff up, you got people who ain't even taking accountability for theirs trying to throw their shit on you. Trying to throw they problems on you. You like, damn, I'm trying to clear my own shit up. And I'm not talking about you being there for somebody and wanting to help. I'm talking about these agents of spiritual warfare that come out here and try to be agents of chaos in your life. I'm talking about those types of people who project their demons and project their problems and project their scarcity mindset and project their spiritual warfare onto you. Not even take into account that you could be fighting your own. They coming into your life bringing unnecessary problems, 10 of Wands. But that's okay, because it hasn't broken you. With the Strength card and the Sun, the Strength card in the Major Arcana also represents Leo. Some of you guys can have Leo somewhere in your chart, or you just got that fight in you. You know what I'm saying? Let's see here. You got the Seven of Wands and the Empress in reverse. You know, after tarot energy here, you've had to fight against a lot of people who were envious of you, who were jealous of you. You had to fight against a lot of vain ass people. People who have this tendency to, you know, the Empress in reverse in this energy with the Seven of Wands, you've had to fight against people or protect yourself against people who have main character syndrome. They feel like everything is about them. Everything you do, say is about them. The way you try to dress, look, is about them. Or they jealous of it. Because the Empress in reverse can be very jealous and vain. They can even try to copy other people's aesthetic because they want that to exist within them. You know, you've had a lot of people come into your life like that. Some of you guys even had your own mother be in competition with you. The Empress can be the mother with the Seven of Wands. Some of you guys, your own mother could have been jealous of you, putting you in a competitive energy. It's wild. You know, sometimes they say men who hate their mothers treat women bad, but I feel like women who hate their mothers treat other women bad too, if they not healed. It can go both ways with the Empress in reverse. It's just a very jealous energy here with the Empress in reverse, and you've had to always defend yourself. Maybe you find yourself always in toxic relationships or friendships with women or older women. You know, sometimes the Empress could be like an older woman who feels like in reverse, who feels like, you know, they've ran out of their youth, their beauty, their collagen, whatever. And, you know, they still trying to compete with like the younger girls or some shit like that. But, you know, somewhere along the lines here, you've had to always defend yourself from toxic femininity. See, the Emperor represents that divine masculine energy. The Empress is supposed to represent that divine feminine energy. But when it's in reverse, you've had to really defend yourself against toxic feminine energy. Maybe you're very beautiful, you know, because the Empress is also very beautiful. You know, maybe you're very beautiful, or you have like striking features, you know. You could be curvaceous. You could have nice eyes, nice hair, nice nails, nice teeth, whatever. But it's a natural thing with the Empress. Maybe you just a natural beauty. Maybe you just attract a lot of attention unwarranted. Like maybe you don't even ask for it and you get it. You know? And people, you maybe you've always had to defend that against people. All right, let's see here. What is this, Spirit, please? The King of Wands. Damn, even men have been jealous of you. King of Wands in the upright position. You've also had to develop this very, thank you. You've also had to develop your masculine energy to protect you from these types of people. Now, I'm hearing with the Empress in reverse, the King of Wands in the upright, maybe some of you guys have a very androgynous energy about you. Like if you're a straight woman, people could think that you're not, because with the King of Wands energy, you've had to develop your masculine energy to protect you from envious, vain people. You know? Like you ever seen like a woman that kind of was like, you know, rough around the edges or like whatever, had like a masculine presence, but they loved men or something like that. But the masculine presence, maybe they weren't protected coming up. They've had to protect themselves. That's where that masculine energy comes from. So that's why I'm seeing androgynous energy, um, something like that going on there. All right, let's see. What is this, please? Yeah, Nine of Wands in the upright position. You have definitely used your masculine energy to protect you. With the Nine of Wands, the Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior. With the Empress in reverse being clarified by this, it's like your feminine energy could have been exhausted, sucked out of you, drained the life out of you. You could have been in a space where you always had to protect yourself, so you never were able to actually experience your true divine feminine energy. Spirit just said that sometimes, unfortunately, like the little girls in the family carry the brunt of the sexual frustration of some of the men and women in families, and that's very unfortunate, if you know what I'm saying. So maybe somebody here has always had to be like out of touch with their femininity because they always had to protect it, or it was always abused. You know what I'm saying? And that's very unfortunate. And I'm sorry. All right, let's see here. Okay. You have the Page of Swords in the upright position here with the Five of Cups in reverse again. Sometimes you may feel like, why did you have to experience certain things at a certain age? A lot of you guys had to come into the knowledge of very daunting things at a very early age. When we talk about the pages, we talk about the youth, you know. Some of you guys had to learn some of the most harshest lessons at a very young age with the Five of Cups in reverse here after tarot. But, you know, you ever heard people say children are resilient? This is what Spirit is saying to me with the Five of Cups in reverse, Page of Swords. You know, like a child could be going through so much heavy stuff, but then they go outside and they still be able to play and have fun with their friends and do good in school. It's something like that that went on here. It's like a child learned so much at an early age, and you know, maybe they learned how to suppress it, or they did become resilient in some aspect, but you know, this is learning a lot of heavy shit and just dealing with it with the Five of Cups in reverse. But then it's strange because it's like, even though somebody has dealt with that, it's like they have no regrets of what it has taught them, how it has taught them to like protect themselves or something. Hold on, y'all. Let me go get something to drink. I'll be right back.
And hydration, made for every texture and style. Flex, scrunch, freeze.
All right, I'm back.
Nothing unstoppables with odor blocker will keep you feeling fresh all day. Smell unstoppable.
Okay, let's move forward, gang. All right, what is this? What is this? Wow. King of Pentacles in an upright position. Man, gang. There is so much spiritual inheritance waiting up for you. For all the things that you've been through due to other people's neglect and fucked up ass energy. I know it doesn't mean that much, but with the King of Pentacles here, it's like you're gonna be financially compensated. It's like you're gonna have a better legacy. You know what I'm saying? And I know no amount of money can like give you back what was taken from you or your loved ones or nothing like that, but it could definitely aid in the healing process. You know what I'm saying? You'll be able to afford better health care, better, if you need therapy, you'll be able to afford that. If you need physical healing, you'll be able to afford that. It's like you're going to be able to afford the things that's going to give you back a sense of self. You know, it's not being materialistic. It's like the King of Pentacles is all about using the resources for things that create stability in one's life. And I feel like that's what's coming into you. That's what's coming in. All right, let's see. Yeah, Page of Wands. You're going to be able to renew yourself, you know? Like your energy is going to be returned to you. You're going to be able to move on with your life. I feel like that's something that has been so important for someone for a long time, is just to be able to move on with their life. Because it's like, I'm seeing like a stain on something. But it's like the stain of the past or something has been on someone for so long, and it's like all they've been wanting to do is just like move on with their life. I feel like you're going to be granted an opportunity to do that. I feel like people who have harmed you, hurt you, they possibly still think of you. They hold some weird, sick space for you in their mind, their thoughts, and even their wretched ass so-called heart. Like the people who have harmed you still feel like they hold some space with you or in some kind of way. And it's been energetically pulling on you for a long time. And maybe you found yourself just kind of like maybe saying to yourself, like, look, I just want to move on with my life. Like, why won't they move on with theirs, you know? But with the King of Pentacles and the Page of Wands, you will be able to move on with your life. Okay? All right, let's move on, gang. All right. Let's see here, guys. Oh, I know what we're going to do. Period. As soon as I open the deck, we're going to read it. We're going to read it. Let me still get a shuffle for the next one, but we're going to read that. That's a sign. Okay. You guys got chaos and conflict in reverse. Master number 33. Okay. So let's read this. Okay. This card says, circumstances appear to be chaotic, but everything is happening now is in true but everything that is happening now is in truth shaking things up so you can find the real path to your prosperity. Yes, it's a stormy time, and it feels as if there are opposing forces wherever you turn. Be assured that there is divine purpose in this chaos. Everything that doesn't work is being taken from you so the truest parts of yourself remain. The events occurring now are essential for your ultimate prosperity. This chaos is divinely inspired, even though it doesn't appear that way now. In time, you will know this to be true. Ashe, I'm telling you. Remember we was talking about that heaviness with the death card, the death card and the world, and I was telling you it's a change. It's not bad, but it's heavy. You know, you're shedding, and shedding is not comfortable. Change isn't comfortable, but it's necessary. The chaos is only shaking up things that are not built in your life on a firm foundation. You know, we talked about on Wednesday that process of elimination that you're going through. That's the chaos. The chaos is the process of elimination because it shows the cracks and the unstable foundations. The Four of Wands in reverse that we talked about with the Five of Wands, it's showing you, you know, the areas in which things are not stable, therefore it cannot serve you any longer. And that can feel chaotic. Things being taken from you, loss, you know, loss of a job, loss of a car, loss of a home, loss of a friend, loss of, all these things can feel chaotic. But you know, you're going to see how it adds up. So just hang in there. You know what I mean? All right, let's see. You got by the book in reverse. Now, take this at your own discretion. But this may not really be a time to do things by the book. This is not a time for you to be politically correct about everything. And when I say politically correct, that's just being like saying everything that sounds good so you don't ruffle any feathers. You know what I mean? Sometimes people be trying to be so by the book and law abiding, even if it hurts innocent people. People be trying to be so politically correct, even to the point where they negate their own experiences, negate their own opinions, their own thoughts, their own ideas. This is not a time for that. This is a time for you to think outside the box. Okay? This is a time for you to do things different. This card says, at this time, you can expect a return on your investment. Whatever you have pursued, be it a dream you've long cherished, a skill you've cultivated, or a service you're called to, will come to you. If you are willing to go by the book, you don't need to reinvent the wheel to be successful. Follow in the footsteps of others who have already achieved the things you are striving for. You can learn a lot by observing the structures that are already working. Your creative projects and commitment to your prosperity are all in alignment with the needs of the world. But impatience may tempt you to cut corners or to get there more quickly. Stick with what you know works, and you will attract abundance. Period. Like I told you with that Knight of Swords, like, don't get ahead of yourself. You know? Some of your ancestors are going to show you how to do things differently, but still get the best results. Some of your spirit team is guiding you. And it may feel like you're not doing it like everybody else. But that's not the point. The point is not to be like everybody else. Everybody got their own book of life. So, this is a time for you to like just do things different so that you can get the best results, All right, let's move forward. All right, let's see here. Oh, here it is. Shout out to everybody who liked the video. I appreciate you guys. All right, let's see. All right, you guys got tarot cards guidance. And we were talking about that earlier with the High Priestess. Maybe some of you guys do need some guidance. Maybe you need some spiritual guidance at this time. There's nothing wrong with that. Maybe you need some confirmation or some clarity on some things. And a tarot reading or some type of divination, because tarot is not the only form of divination that people use. You may just need some type of reading or something like that. Now, you guys are watching the tarot reading right now, so maybe some of you guys have found some answers or some clarity or some solace or something like that. Whatever you needed from this reading, maybe you've gotten. But, maybe you need something more personal. All right, let's see here.
Now you can save on Cox Internet when you add Cox Mobile, which means
We got boundaries coming out.
Get Cox Internet for just $35 a month when you add Cox Mobile.
Let me see. All right, let's read this. All right, this card says, you are being diverted from your path. Focus on what is truly important. Honor your beliefs and yourself. Don't give in to the superficial demands of others. Set clear boundaries. You will benefit from energy healing. We was talking about those boundaries earlier. Yeah. Because, sometimes when people are agents of chaos, they come into your life, and you got to understand that agents of chaos study you before they approach you. Either it's online or in the same environment, workplace, whatever. They study you so that they can know how to approach you and bring a certain chaos into your life. You have to have boundaries up. You have to vet people before you give them any access to you from now on. And listen to those little, telltale signs that somebody might not be all well. Because there's a lot of spirits of chaos, agents of chaos running around right now. And you know who they gonna go try to align themselves with? Calm ass, peaceful people. Agents of chaos, people whose minds are always in chaotic spaces, they love to be around calm people. They love to be around chill ass people, easygoing people. They love to bring they chaos to those types of people. It's more of a challenge. It's fun for them to take you up out of your peace and to cross your boundaries. And I'm gonna tell you something, and I want you to always remember this. If you set a boundary with a chaotic spirit, they ain't gonna want to fuck with you no more, because they gonna feel like, if I can't cross your boundaries, then I don't want to be around you at all. Always remember that, because as you heal, as you evolve as a spirit, you're gonna have certain boundaries that are new boundaries. This is like an ace with that one sword standing here. As you heal and as you evolve, new boundaries have to come into place. And if you have people in your life and the boundary is not hurting them, it's not offending them, it's not degrading them, they should be able to respect it. But chaotic spirits can't respect that. So either they'll just try to keep poking and poking and poking till you drop the boundary, or they're going to be like, if I can't cross your boundaries, then I don't want to be with you at all. Because some people have elaborated their role in your life, and they feel like there should be no boundary. You should have a boundary but with everyone but them. These are the dangerous people that elaborate their space or their time in your life. They think they know you better than you know yourself. So when you set a boundary, this could have been the fucking boundary. But they're so impulsive trying to jump in. They haven't taken what time to know you, like we talked about at the top of the reading. So they don't even know your boundaries, because they so love bombing and so gung-ho getting into your energy. They don't even know what you like or dislike, what you would stand for, what you wouldn't. Because when people place you on a pedestal, that's to disarm you so that you don't have a boundary. Right? That's why they'll be the first motherfucker to try to discard you or defame you or attack you when you set a boundary. And it could be a simple boundary. Like, look, don't come to my house before 12 noon. Don't be DMing my boyfriend and not tell me. Don't be telling your boyfriend my personal business. Don't be telling your other friends my business. Don't tell the other family members stuff that I'm sharing with you. It'll be a boundary that's simple. They'll be offended by that shit. Energy vampires act the same way. Energy vampires hate any type of boundary you set with them, because they want to have access to you so they can suck you dry. And people who don't respect your boundaries are people who want to use the access they have to you against you. People who don't respect your boundaries are the ones to, when y'all fall out, they divulge all of your secrets, all of the sacred things you told them. Oh yeah, they live over on such and such. Now your address out there, they dox you. People like that, you can't trust. You got to have your boundaries. All right, let's see.
Your home sweet home just got even sweeter because Hobby Lobby has hundreds of exclusive decor items for every room in your house.
Oh, I want to go to Hobby Lobby. No, for real. Hobby Lobby or Michael's. I love Hobby Lobby and Michael's. That's like heaven. Okay. See how the advertisements get you? All right, you guys got air, imagination. So you definitely need to clear out your environment. Somebody needs to like have a good cross breeze going. You know, when you airing out the home to clear your mind. What'd you say, AV? Yes, girl, I love me some Hobby Lobby and Michael's. They got all the good stuff. That commercial came on. distracted me. That's the enemy. See how the enemy try to get me that fast, gang? Y'all ain't even have my back. All right. This card says, work with the element of air to still the mind. Meditate daily. Start a new project. Trust your second sight. Write, paint, or draw. Get outside. Hear the wind. Take long walks or skydive. So some of you guys need some newness, some adventure. Now look, it said Hobby Lobby, and then this card said write, paint, or draw. You can get all that stuff at Hobby Lobby. Some of y'all need to go and get you a hobby going. Some of y'all have a hobby. You just haven't been investing time and energy into it. I feel like maybe some of you guys have been going through so much that you haven't been able to focus on your hobbies. And that can drive you crazy if you just kind of like worried about work, finances, family, friends, spiritual attacks, spiritual warfare, all this shit just piled onto your psyche. Your psyche is where the imagination is. You know, you need something to do to take you away from that. And that's a lot of these other motherfuckers' problems too. They ain't got no fucking hobbies. They hobbies is air, is the communication. They hobbies is sitting on the internet stalking motherfuckers all day, watching my motherfucking reading with their eyebrows raised, waiting for a moment to be motherfucking insulted. Okay? But I digress. Some of you guys need to get back into your hobbies, things that bring you joy, stuff like that. You need to get your imagination flowing. Okay? And some of y'all do, when you smoking out your house and stuff, open the back windows and the front. You need a cross breeze going. And if you can't do that, at least open the door or something like that. There's something about air, the airflow going on there. All right. Okay, let's see. Yeah, but some people do need a hobby. Like something that brings them joy that ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. I feel like the enemy need a hobby the most. Because their hobby is some destructive shit. They need a hobby. Because I'm seeing their eyes bloodshot red due to the people they got some hate in their heart against, or the people they stalking and watching and overthinking about and all that. They need to get a hobby. You know what I'm saying? That shit is annoying. Like, I feel like people should have some shit to do throughout the day besides obsessively focus on others. All right, what is this? All right, you guys got badger persecution. Badgers is crazy. All right, let's read this. All right, this card says, be grounded in your beliefs and don't allow others to uproot you. Speak your truth, even if you're the only one doing so. Be bold and ferocious. Never surrender. Shoulder your responsibilities and don't rely on others. The truth is about to be revealed. Yeah, stand firm in your conviction, you know? Because with the badger and persecution, it's like some of you guys could have been wrongfully persecuted by others. People could have badgered you, stalked you, spoke ill on your name. Just, and if you look behind the badger, there's a dark space. Like, this could have happened in the shadows. Like, nobody could have known that you were being like badgered and persecuted wrongfully behind the scenes, you know? But badgers are very fucking powerful. They're little, but they'll whoop your ass. Badgers is crazy, I'm telling you. So this is a time to speak your truth. Stand up for yourself. Because cowards will love to persecute you behind the scenes, badger you, harass you, blah, blah, blah. And the moment you fight back or speak up for yourself, now everybody got something to say. I had posted a video on my, not TikTok, but my Instagram, I think it was like a month ago. And it was a guy, and he was saying like, he was like, I don't like when I'm at the table and somebody disrespects me at the table and everybody lets it stand. But then when I say something in defense of myself, now everybody's upset. And I feel like, that's that wrongful persecution and that badgering. It's like people allow you to be persecuted wrongfully. They don't speak up for you. They don't say anything. But the moment you speak up for yourself, now you the problem. But they don't even know the whole time behind the scenes you could have been getting dragged. And you just finally had enough. Like, that's what this looks like. Because this creature is small. It's like, you finally had enough. And then you say something. Now everybody want to... And you know what I can't stand? When somebody's finally had enough and they finally speak up. I don't like how everybody be like trying to shush that person. No, let them say what they got to say. Don't shush that person. Let them speak their truth. I don't like that. I don't never shush nobody when they got to speak their truth. Like, speak your truth. Say what's been hurting you, what's been going on. Tell your story. But people who can't deal with that type of shit, or people who are exactly like the shit you speaking up against, they be so offended when you finally speak your truth. They be wanting to silence you. They be wanting you to suffer in silence with some shit. It's just some shit you can't suffer in silence with. You're going to have to say what needs to be said. Say the uncomfortable things. Because a lot of these people, problems is they never been held accountable. And maybe you the first one to hold people accountable because you saying the uncomfortable truths. Or you talking about how you experienced somebody and it was a bad experience. And you could be speaking your truth about that. Those people be wanting to silence you. They ain't gonna tell nobody how they harassed you and persecuted you and badgered you behind the scenes. All they gonna do is call attention to your response to that. And if you got weak spirits around you, they ain't even gonna encourage you to speak your truth. Bitch, not me. I'm like, girl, speak your truth. What had happened was, like, tell us. Tell the truth. Say what you've been through so you can cancel that shit out and don't have no power over you no more. So you don't have to walk around with the guilt of what somebody else did to you. Because that be the tactic the enemy uses. They try to make you carry their guilt for what they've done to you by you never speaking up about it. Because we're in a victim blaming society where if you speak about some shit that had happened to you, first thing a motherfucker be saying is, well, if that was me, or I wouldn't have, or why did that, nobody ever want to hear you out. Speak your truth anyway. Okay? Real talk. Period. You got the owl, wisdom. Spirit always watching. Speak your truth. Don't let nobody shush you. The things you have been through have made you wiser. Your testimony means something. It does. We don't know who we touch by just speaking our truth. You just never know. Sometimes people need to see that. They need to see somebody else speaking their truth so they don't have to be afraid no more. You know what's crazy too? That I think that a lot of victims fall victim to is not speaking their truth due to like how it's gonna make the person that harmed them feel, or how it's gonna look for everybody else, or nah. Stuff you've been through made you wiser. So speak it. Maybe that shit will shed light on something to somebody else. All right. This card says, read more. Listen to both sides of an argument. See? Somebody needs to listen to you. I told you that earlier with the King of Swords, the Hermit. I said, maybe somebody just needs to listen to you. Listen to both sides of an argument. People be so busy to go against the person who's finally speaking the truth that they turn around and be devil's advocate. I can't get with people who play devil's advocate all the time either. You know what I'm saying? That's too much like a contrarian. People who always gotta root for the other side when it's clear that they wrong. Those are people pleasing tendencies to me. People who always like, the truth is right there. And they claim to be wise with the owl, but they don't want to be too much on your side and not enough on somebody else's side. Those are people that's gonna ride the fence about you every time. They gonna play both sides of the fence about you every time. They gonna be the contrarian every time, even when there's no need to be. Even when it's no need to be. You can't trust those types of people. All right, this card says, don't be afraid to say no or that you don't know. Help is at hand if you want it. Update your qualifications. Ensure all your paperwork is in order. Taxes, accounts, licenses, and so on. Listen to your elders. Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of shit that's about to pop off in the government, man. Taxes included. He made that executive order to have not income taxes, but what did he say it was called? Not internal revenue, but external revenue or some shit like that. A lot of shit is about to change, man. And with the owl and the wisdom, I feel like you've been through a lot of changes. You've seen a lot of stuff change around you, shifts in the wind, the environment. I feel like you're going to be wise enough to withstand all of these changes. So don't be afraid. Yeah, tariffs. Yep, tariffs. Yep. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, gang, that was your message to the High Priestess. I love you guys so much. Thanks again to everybody who liked the video, all my magical moderators, my magical members, everybody in the chat who kept it cool, my loyal subscribers. I appreciate you guys so much. Everything you need from me will be in the description box below. How to book a personal reading or any of my services. Yeah, gang. All right, guys. Until next time, take good care of yourselves and each other if you can. Sending you love, peace, and balance.